Yes, we are creating 36 billion. Now the control Mahama Amemwa. A year, Mahama was spending or were giving us or accumulating a debt of 13 billion. When I offer Kojo, what here, fire, and I'm people say, fire, don't mind them. They want you to come with figures. We don't want that. We say, Omono Pomo, or you have both figures natural. Yeah, any other indicators. I'm using only the debt. Fantastic. I feel the indicators you didn't have cool. Any average, who spending 36 billion. So would you try work as car? Say a debt. Say would you be a debt? Would you be caught up in a debt? Debt is debt. There's no any definition. Debt. Now when you're also spending 13 billion the same kind of year. What are you telling me? Well, in the time has come, we have to make sure say this platform will be different from any other platform or radio station. Because answer the essence of making this platform unique, is being polluted. Inti Mr. Abi, what the debt I say. One mama in Ghana history from 2013 to date, debt. When a boy a I don't want to hear what you have used the money for. I just want to hear the debt because you can't say, "Oh, my average justification." I don't mind about that justification. Make a debt, Now, woman in need, if you are skillful, and you hear those who have skill. Now, where did you make kind? Me, I'm a dog of your Monday at that time. What me a debate of ideas, me say. Nana Kufuado, no opposition, this or a smart politician. The tape is there, personal guy. Now, because who are getting smart, I'm saying, I see them clear. Smartness, I'll be again. I want to go to him. Background. The word smartness came from sports, athletics. Oh, the Umbejani, 100 meters one. Omuji now. Now, I could be crazy. I did say to you, Mama, no matter how you know how to run, as a senior side, Inti Uka 2 or 3, time I can't bet 2. No, 2. Into what over Pejamuna and Oko. So once in a year, there be other corner more quaja, and answer over count a 2. No, you know, quiet, not disqualify. And only a honor the West smart. Start here. A understanding of how to start. Indeed, make clear to say no. I'm not good. Papa, no. We're very smart. Now, my justification if you appear at him as in only so about 2 times. And I say, oh, body don't go. And I play MPP for no. And I share that the case no court. A book is so. Indeed, with that, MP4 say a easy for the movie. Then when you come again, I say, why you not so about you? I'm going to sit down and listen to my God. God, baby. And if my God says I should go there, when it's coming out, Obiabo for easy. No matter the need to know. Say no, I don't know a father and a music election on one year. I said, didn't get here. How many times? The 10 morning. When I'm using word, no matter how way. Because these 2 guys, they are too smart. Smart, we are intelligent too. But understanding the game that you are playing, I'm not about to and some of the because I'm a smartness, Nancy. So you sure no because I fire. Because 5 days ago when I use it, it was fire. I do what do you know? Any football or more ball. We're a striker. Muna Muridi. Now I'm 18. Defend a bit in the whole count, and you can see the we are sir, and so when you're smart. Muna Muridi, most much from other 1 or 2. Much team being 2. You don't need to do that because so or dive obi no wa kan wa etimi ko da bia referee no betimi ama card allow no even no simulation why you like here a better record near you with him with team I can the people if they are strong can go and equalize on say oh one is smart one football na say but team A na no mo bono ya share mu team B 2 one A you are already down. That is where the smartness comes. You're already down. Inti defender Jimmy Bia de no pound per sort of form. Umpe. O do to we are lucky. 2 days. Parity. The thing is other turning to be 1-1, Mosha and then 2-1. This will urge your team to either go and equalize or win the match. That is smartness. This is what the psychologists teach the players. And you have to play in the ball, but you need people who understand what they're doing. Well, indeed, Papa Smiley, Mr. Abby, Nizoti, but be or would be a corner. Say, and now I'm a cat, you're dead to want someone. I'm going to also humbly ask Achi next week. I'm a candidate now. You started this matter. Oh, joke of buy. Or candidate no answer. No, man, son. Well, I said I did ask what they're going to say. I can't answer. I wish you have that part. Joke of can about death, you know. Nature, not box children. Oh, into baby and Papa and credit. We are not here to talk about personalities. Issues. This is an important issue an average Ghanaian need to know. Debt accumulated. Canada for coalition over. I didn't tell my bomb someone said debt and a double Canada, they be America. And a woman answer stop negotiating some of the interest and not any other innovative thinking. And who come debt nanka a doubtful generation. This man is in his 70s. Or the debt to be for something years, 80 years. What will be a couple to pay? A young man special we need to talk about it. Debt is a debt. And I'm at you. So what the Koyoma year, men and family. Oh, the Koya wedding and family. A debt. Indeed, Abby is listening. Me per se. Oh, yeah, Mama, I'm sorry, your consultant. No, your consultant. Professor, is a professor. Well, no, what the church is. The church this all important thing today. Ma obia enya ngasiu. So want me anya hwe. Ibo mu bobre. Ma ati Monday, ati sutia Monday, once my church. We are sick and tired of keep pollution on this platform. We are now doing it. We are control radio. You see, I drink it. Me I don't know if I would perform and me cabinet. So now, Baumia at the inflation. As I don't even want to go there. I got dinner commerce and I'm for bombs. I brought the town plane. Oh, to say anything about that. Indeed, Vasmali, Abby, the challenger, no. Beyond it, to be my fire. Mean TV. Because when I'm say personal issues. I'm not interested in personal issues, personal attacks, real issues. But only a debt. Also, I'm going to or further no, but actually a team room. Baba, if you want to send a Friday, into me twice. Medical NHS, necessary and far Modana. Who go to me, a correspondent, I have small survey. And on it. No matter, I like the way that guy present that headlines. Who wrote me as the per se. There's something about nurses. And I'm not documenting. Once I make someone make to see, will be able to be computers to win. Who report match. And the amount crisis of unemployment of Ghanaian nurses and midwives or kind. They haven't done anything. Much Yakob Kibaya and what they 300 million if NHS NHR in phone some of them just providers no. Now I buy the microphone 2 years. But the kind of her the Kufado will be quite a law firm 2 years when Jenica or which makes less in Kapanka. The best some call it out. Now, Meko, Era, make your same. But I know.
Oh, so pa, Coso.
Aha, and I make your same. Now, and also, Kakan Beka, on the Mekan and Kamen can be no be says, you have undermined your brother, which I understand. The Mekan Kaka, ABB. Upon the Eddie Mamma challenge, me pass our challenge in my BB. I will be ready to debate Eddie on issues of importance on this platform. I will be ready. Suddenly, actually, I debate more than 3 or 4 times. And I'm the white, I had 2 debates. Many go with dry debate over affiliation. Abby, or the debate be about the Bisham. Actually, with the Bisham, Professor with the Bisham. I can never argue with or debate with BB. Dear, BB, air catching it. And so, one said, in after a chain, make sure the type of voters that you will, we are said, yeah. Call for no. I'm what to send come for now. Get the bomb at the moment. We couldn't because of religion. Sana BBO. I don't depose such people because only they. There's no way in the nephew. The only intellectual, dishonest people. I don't deal with them because you won't learn anything from them. It was a son idea. Now I can't someone. Maybe I'll respond to it properly. Or I'll think of Obia or even judges or not. The moment you turn to be called, these people, they do it unknowingly. They were born into it. And others too, they have been misled. And people say, we have been misled. In the minimum baby or Cecilia, and I was born into the party. Do cast me on tape. Masa, say baby, it to me, Otienio, it to me, Abba Cecilia. A cat one with here when you fire. Said the change that he was using his phone, credit, Afre Ghana, no pay change, Start changing on the second there, and I'll come and apologize. Start changing we end up answer there. And the day, or could be a man can be say, now I didn't hear misgiving audience, Emma Abby, and he said, even though not Obama a campaign, Emma and Ekufado, and a platform here and teaching so. And Ekufado, Ardanqua, a status of performer on your Oba. Or condemn and say, that is not what you told me. This is a man I have to listen. Didn't hear me. But who did be? If this is the change, we are fasting. This is the change you want there. I don't want to use the word for you because you are my brother. And the homo. And I want you to be bold to come and tell me today that you are happy, and that was the change that you were looking for. Into there no debate for you, maybe all. But I'm going next one so. Now I'm facing. But I tell also.
Oh, so pa, Coso. Why, Coso?
Yo, make one next one so. Crime and corruption. And so they are diplomatic. And I'm saying this week we'll see. Many persons who hear. Ubia Pacha was a corruption, very in it. Now, now, if I go ne, I've been Ubia and Cansama in Iowa, Namazon, Manhabi, me say, me mankind manifesto. Also, I was honest with you. Mankind. Now, there's a mankind, mean to me, and a cat and wasp. Manya died. I can't. In the course of the day or Monday, become mathematics, crime and corruption. Papa, no, Tisono, milk to some Ghana. Now I went to 2 radio stations in Ghana. Now most echo crack computers biaba. But I can't go. And I'm a bizarre host to the say. Kwame. In the idea, Professor Mills echo crack. What is the foundation? So what the laptop every people in JSS all over the country. What is the foundation? That's technology. I'm so okay, technology. Why not back to learn how to use it? I was a teacher buying our primary school. Ghana one winning computer. Go me a computer science for second. Put the computer more winning. I'm a catcher, so it's not buying this thing to give to the kids as a console or game. It doesn't make sense. Because you can't just bring in these laptops without you laying the foundation. Why about school being for only internet or so what are they going to use the computer for? Last time I studied on 2 major radio stations. So nobody gave me a caution or a and then last 3 years I make Ghana, Kufado time. Me do and say, obviously, don't try. That's a crime. Insecurity in our country. Kufado time. This is a man who led Tarzan to court for opening of our airways, freedom of speech. Oh, a lawyer, leading lawyer. And then, Oko radio show, Oko Council Tia Maya, radio human. Also, all kind of West Bubble. Crime. Kufado. I could be a fan of Brian Champion. Saboba Kaya. You would have been shocked. Or don't put men can't answer because I don't deal with personalities. Omo Bogyae sikem am ed bossa go for basa eku someone here Brian Champion wa twitio atututio owo man mu a ayo huye. Emi short e dey report no come na Akufo Addo a on one yes me short one or 10 to come e na Akufo Addo na ate basanku some hwem ma me not one almost so MPP ni me mpa report ni me short dey aba about now maybe say who now is senior journalist branch am ya ndek all this is on the boys so we na go o kwabuna o ti America o si me menye brave you think I'm mad nko na we mu kwase inya me ma nice na beautiful girls o awala. The crime rate in our country today, if you are not with the MPP, then go for so on one day I want international links in a ball man, but any ambassador at large. This year, oh, how useless that man have turned to. Rather than so go to my council or also on up negotiation. So who is in Ghana today that can talk about this crime that this current government is perpetuating in our country? To me, killings. Nothing happened. President Mu can't talk about a crime, murdering crime. I'm a CID penny or your bar. Also, can't talk or Ghana and another Kufado. Who's the enemy? I'm a sorry. So, why regime no Mukumu? It was a TV program, a leading member of the party said, I'm going to say, I'm not going to. What do you understand about that? Obi a going to be a program, how many weeks? And you come up. What is statement if you present Interior Minister, Defense Minister? What is statement that came out here from such a country? A dangerous thing right time no. Wait, no. They are very dangerous. It will answer it to me. Now Paul, and how back I have you? With the Uncle just be a minister and Christopher there be. I send the reference the citation. But I do what you have about. Paul. So on say it is appointed unto man once that judgment. On so holy back heaven. I'm open to come on. Also, you see the common sense. The Kunan Waya, maybe Jimmy Ujane. Didn't know your Yankunu. When we have a safe government, you see brave people who go. My class of personal in here for 5 years of safety is good at. My activity, I do not intend to take the reins of government. No. Not for Kimberma, with all due respect, this is all for myself. This is all for myself. So, Yanko government, never ever think of appointing me as a minister or deputy. Even though I know I'm more than qualified. Never. Because I decided one day that I would never join government in Ghana. And I have my 2 reasons. Indeed, never. But, say my mother call, say my mamma more, but we should for no. Say the be a papa, minimum becca, be a buena, minimum becca. So that those who are behind me, that's what a wise man do. If I think say Chinese or Indian proverb, or say a wise man would do 3 years, he doesn't expect to eat some. Would do cocoa and a kuba? Oh, wise man, you don't expect it. In Tilmaran, would be a mount. That's what wise people do. So I did not intend say me go boa abambi. I'm a banner and a group be up a bam. Now me fire my deputy minister and a DC. Me say about West. I'm so okay. I want to set an example because so we're in a theory. I'll pick one district. No allegiance for no, and turn that district around to be a point for other districts to emulate. Makawa and you're in America. Makawa da. When pet ministry appointment, politics need to change so that the right people like Prince Bombardier, which means the Onyan Sakesi with alcohol. That is why some of us are suffering every day. It's not like we are coward. No. And so we use Unyansa. If the terrain is clean, like most of the I'm started example. So when I went to Ghana, I challenged the president to be a normal warning. Well, we mean component wanting that, and him say, careful. The guys are dangerous. A crime. And they are corrupt. Corruption, yes, what this come on. Anything you do to impede others for your advantage, a corruption or kind of definition. Well, in the Abasma, no one say Professor Abba, in the Medibesia, Mama, Professor Atwaso. Now, Professor, so all the men so about which room have a debt, you know. So, back on the business one to frack and one there, and on the own say, on the Edmani, or no, and so on. Now, the person I have challenged today is Abby. Some antenna and Nick, our debt in one, and your bar, classification about the son. Better than a classification. Because I know Abby, Menene Kasa, outside the radio, what he is. You should understand this depth. If you come and explain it, so that more of a man can't to be. I know you for personality, or you're economic man, but we're a host. Into the own count. I've been on a challenge in me. Professor Beckham, the other one, I can't them, and I know you stand already. Into the professor. Papa, I fire chief, media see, where body I got to go. Me go a kake, you may send my command. Now, Professor, we are in Kano. The baba. Now, okay, a bar also, up the fans, and the fans, and come over. Papa, small and power, or just post, or be a question, correct my when you're a Facebook. Oh, Nanga me fire, almost in the perma. What are they? In the fire, Papa, fire me the way.
All right, yo, and yet, into your Bombardier, say, your father, but into your Bombardier, we are. Yako, a German.
Papa, where the catch up a medicine punch 2 minutes. Yofa, not only went to the mountain. Papa, the person Yofa, or first idea we, because Ghana could be breaker. And the case I must say, a Ira Macron, a junior, say, junior, Macau had that. Or independent, with all due respect. But say of our head, Macron was not independent. Now, Obama, just a minute, make you kata. They offer or any reaction, you can come out of it. Macron was not independent when he was going for the 2016 election. No. Macron was an independent MP, France, and Canada. Most of the independents, as MPs, into an independent MP, and also joining the winning party now of the socialist, and born. I want to say Ghana for omunye yimuno. Omu say we intelligent like Professor Ohe or about independent no. And omu the finance minister Udie. And omu the finance minister. I've been proposed another post to transform UFI. Combination no France finance no with another portfolio. And omu the Macron. Nti Macron born adwuma no who say socialist for nema mo ye because they are not for left there and they better me. Nti on ba call election no Macron no 18 ho about pay a party me will finish the but o de call brofumu the Republic are marching. What me go about 10 party the party need no so what translate to call brofumu the Republic are moving. And on the party, no, Ejina on winning about 280 something or 300 seats in the House of Commons. Indeed, Macron was never an independent presidential candidate. This, to me, we need to go and look at it. Indeed, me of Abanti Namaka, no one in Namaka. Indeed, of any year, but I know other countries are more. How do you call it? Independent. Presidential candidate itself, or more than to swear, due course, no, Nepa, Messenger, Ama, Miofa. Nepa, during the election, sa election, what Gina say independent, no, your friend, Josh Bovi, or no Gina, because I figure so young, or no Gina as independent, and you know, Macron was having a political party when he was going as a presidential candidate. Apparently, no offer. Obi to me check it. Bia me fire. And man time here and the man who here. We are here to learn. Papa, me the NNC. We offer German some woman now, but yet a jet room. Right. Oh, the way that's some was there more about human applications, but Baba, or wait, way or yo, Yentie Bombardier, Kakra, so what trauma no, Yentie, and we are quite Germans. Bombardier, you free way. Aha, so where dear?
Me chacha muna, oh, me chacha muna. Me chacha muna, oh, me chacha munya. Me cha papa, me cha fire, me cha tulemo, me chacha munya. Ose komata lebu, oh komata lebu, komata lebu, oh komata lebu. Au revoir maman, au revoir papa, au revoir tout le monde. Komata lebu. Na papa, ne mato merci beaucoup. Nakata wa tagati. Eja one say French lady. You share for academic purposes, so that's here. Monton, so notre votre papa, je dis que très bien. Yeah, they're passing. So that's it.
That's right.
In the education, but you know, school in your school, your education, because working in agriculture and when you talk with you, Yente boy, you can say, you tell him what I said, but I said, and you see him, hey, and that's me, Papa. So I can't make me now. Your education idea, and ye say, son, now say you were Ghana Bureau of Languages, and can you form the institution of a better Kwame say, Omono, Omomwana. Ye kasana ye kanon se Ghana ye fama ebi free ebi so mu free ebomu ebi so mu free tokromu ebi so mu free omu ye jufo ebi so mu free omu ye mosifo ebi so mu ye gaufo ebi so mu Nigeria fo ene nyina no ye betna Ghana na sa ohia eye goanfo no ena omu din kan eba Ghana goano omako ese akan no ethnic group no omu do so ye papa omu din kan ba eye Ghana eye afi 1,000 and 18,000 na go for no omo bae na wo hwe omase papa omo doso papa na enkofo yenta enka makwese omo na the aborigines of Ghana said you call Australia eye aborigines ko no na wo call Ireland so eye for pygmy before the didn't call and no year na St. Patrick or Beku before Nina Papa Yabomodio before Yakob baby a dish sophisticated canoes and the cross Atlantic Ocean across English and Omukupia Ireland and St. Patrick Obeku Comuna and almost celebrities say we share responsibility first baby St. Patrick now my baby leprechaun didn't you more leprechaun never economy before Omunya Sonomi account travel no Omu cousins account cousins no one the pygmies of Cameroon Omuna the 5 feet short no and the typical account no they are no more than 5.5 feet 5 feet across 5 feet 5 inches and the usual leprechaun na across no my dwarf no na before and so yeka history na yenka ni na entia ko hwe sadian na nti usual go amfo na omaye bi omredin kamba be be a friend Ghana afia pem AD. Now this year no maybe 1,020 years of their entry to Ghana. Now we go on for na papa edino ebini gonja for guans and ko fo mi se gonja won se mom ye guan for actually apafo anom chirepon pasa preku eche afutu eni asibu omunyina ye guan for enti papa na jise abakosom kakra na ewo no enti meche eja mensa mense woteku eja sei ayentinka be bosumi sienie bebi obia no odi stimulus check on sambra na yeni da ne shase petro no meka kakra eja chum minso so bebo ye nkomo ene wa maye independent sisi dia kodru se hwan na ekwa na hwan na yeyi na firi mu equation mu na meche fire on wankasa extinguisher no se eja de no wanya fire extinguisher ebechi waja pade anya amachia ye mafia bebi obia no yentinka Princess Jagba misenya mgochina anopa mesoro me pumuto ewie no no so ne pa ya omugina ko ayiso omobo nyansasem kama about life issues enti yebechia mu nyina ene mam ko Germany no na ne brofo no yem de yi ono so mra na meka aha ne TV station and that's a mail radio station yes le ma no mumra so na mo so mechia madwen because penfosi ema enete asamase o meka sana fire chief ni achibobo o makuma nso entomyim eni papa mi say no pe wo sorry so onya bibie di meboa
bibia da ne kwem bombade
bibia ye de nyamiase ebi say epense we eat to live, we don't live to eat, we eat to live nti o show mami yum nya ne so mami so no poison na wonso be no poison nti na krabo ye wo ma no ma ye to cause mami ne sebi ono ma yi no we na ye nyi yi no sa yi na mfremu no de ma ono ma sa ingredient da wo ma ono ma na se wo
bombade o mze
na wonye adwane kama ko antenatal care obusa akra na yewo na ye
koso
na je se yewo akra na wanhwe ya bi oba na se kwanhwe ba no aye kese kama oda ho am se yes champion akra mechimu ju na maame na wo no nti papa eno na asem no nti ena fia dade ne me sorry na ye de maketwa betum kama papa mi kra se bi meje aketwa na wacho kran papa na 7 days na wo ma me papa so that's here 7 days no papa say wa papa etitum na wona eji bus aketwa buso me de ne papa say ntia etina ngofa dani kwashakoi ebizo nya beri papa ayarafo na and I say ebintiye cry nananwe ebintiye cry ebintiye cry papa yes mun sama reho nenso eja onipa nwane nipa and me sorry one say fe de bia no wiase nyina ye media me na me ye controller general ewa wiase ese kan megia obetwese pen na mechia me yanka me peni kwabre agreement ono wote on that asmase kwabre agreement mechia ne yire ne nananom o hwese pen pa me calculate na metwam ni maye bimsi so we finance minister na so we controller general say papa asem da so sike wana asuma me onye obi na dimba bochiri ne so papa wo hwe demands eba no say obuche mobu ejamba pako Ghana or better America be 11 years 12 years or call Ghana for good 2009 I say hey ba for her first year na ho chire wo anyway ba after the oka system no ma we be crime free because we say wo system no dada so that's it and the can ji nyina papa we ni ekoha na we nyine we are na sebi kwasampe ni miti Ghana also a minister or say yeah abochi for we like to wine yeah wine do this say yeah ha dwen say yakokanya nsasam papa last year sika Ghana for wa bochi de call Ghana as remittances $3 billion there be South Korea dollars manka Zimbabwe dollars manka Egyptian pound and manka UK pound sterling me say US papa ni bino world reserve no $3 billion multiplied by 6 cities multiplied by 6 cities almost 18 billion Ghana cedis in the Ghana no senka ye wo Ghana for ye abuche senka ye ekura na ka obehwe GDP ka obehwe GDP say so say bi so many of the countries of Caribbeans no yenso ye kokasa ma na etwa boye enam na mabuchire enam ye osase dem Ghana enam beso ye Ghana ne enam nko Ghana na nko ye ne ye na denti na wo mu de mu hia bibi de mo nkasa mu ko atobiasa kopebi na ndo mutu fa telephone mo nkasa ye ne asem na benti yendi ne Ghana wa se peskan so yem peskan wa Ghana wa na de etimi frɛ ye semri abo 1150 am America abo Ghana mzebe se 3 na se 350 na se 250 obi sorry no abo 8 woni watch di no ojinse obi a sorry wo wiase abo 8 woni se abo 4 madapu muto medwan kromo and so we be course so sha obia in the case e job end day so be say papa unya wo fa se bia wona say wo fa bia wu and say obobo kamo o say ko continue town and the crowd there you know father can yempe tantan ni bi yepe de yi light wo ho no no akoto na do ko say wo fa e bia na ka ohia $200 bi ente job end day bo ma de o so this can na ko na say American ye man living wage not minimum wage nteja eka $50 kwa naja bombadia owari ni osujeni neja mako all this and say bia bi na makope checking kakra ne na medaba yen kwan kakra ana body nso bi be free Mexico abana Caribbean ho na de bomb body ampesi na wapo be atena also ding na akọ at the end of the day do we America 20 years UK 30 years akọ Ghana so one more bra enso na eja omunim se omunti o na mo wofa aka control mu na ka yede na ka ojeba oba American ka oba UK ka okọ ebia Max and Spencer akọpe 1 or 2 shirt bi na ka wakọ ne krom akọhyada na enso eja asifem mu na wo ho anti abusua yi yeni miti ni enim ne yi o ma me abusua o papa abusua o na ponom eni papa na sta na akọye enti me se me ne enye unique ma me kwa me se nyina obi ene na asem ye se wotu obi dia na wotu de faginam. This is the saga of the Ghanaian or diaspora. Nenso ni nyina ye betumi se de obi tu no nyum no ye mreso na ye dey ye kọ enti na papa introduction ma obi so mu eja mensa embre mu kakra
eja mensa mra
we dey na me dey ho eja obi se me mpna ya se dey bi enyesa ye dey ho adwaye me da sipi.
Thank you very much. And eja mensa mpom to den
yeah we
good yankwe na
Ethiopia prince na fire na also na bobo mate bobo sunka Ethiopia
obiajo so pa yanko
papa Span me pere me visit sa debt problem na fire chief already in the presentation once and for all adi NDC for Bogyae ban 209 no inherited a debt of 9.7 billion cedis. Now, it so by you hand over my MPP no January 2017 no a car or hand over was a 120 billion cedis 122 BM 120 billion. The kana yen no ye de sikano investment na ni policy kama yen so ono so any income or interest na also no yen income ono zizi into ebu ha actual payment of the principal is on my moratorium. No, I'm also over 15 years, 20 years, depending on the memorandum of understanding and the contract. No? But interest, or they pay every 6 months via the tuya. Every 6 months via the tuya, also income or the busy. Now, 120 billion, made in America now, to go fire 1 Thomas, 120 billion now, yeah, heritage 2017. Because NDC folk call IMF no loan direct from the organization. No, they were borrowing from Nkofbia. One interest in a very be a 32%, it be a 28%. The monthly average rate was 25% on the loan of 120 no, every year. See, to interest in a loan, interest no, without paying the principal now. 25% of 120, 30 billion. Into for 3 years, and not 3.5 years, a 105 billion cedis. Interest alone, whether we have money or we don't have money. No, while Papa, I used to can fire chief there. Previous regime or by 1981 are down. Yes, or now. Or my income. No. I may for that home of our ton access in. So we are not getting any income from other places, able to my say we be. That's why we have huge unemployment problem. Agro-based industries now, for even create employment. Import substitution as the American tire factory as the Nina Yaton in Iskebia, royalty to very small. Now, one Yagi loan, 120 billion. That's me and can't loan here. Okay, matter see. By interest, interest of 105 billion. No, says I loan in no, and 120 billion. We could have done a lot of things with that money. We could have done it because. All the loan money in true interest in a pay. You are going to court or the over court. That breach, on your sign memorandum of understanding and SANA must sign actual contract. Some of them are covered by sovereignty, guarantee, sovereign guarantee, and two of over Hague, a cover breach. It's interesting. They must. I say utuya. Near to interest as ya. Now, any income from anywhere, no. Kakra yen free education and a planting for food. Now a cow or 1 year juma, na ko was it that could say then. Now teacher for 36 months. Would 12 it what do to a back pain as the Nina is casam. The debt in us and tacit then Yaji can 120 interest, no. I'm more concerned about interest. 105 billion within the 3.5 years. See, that money alone could have done a lot of things for Ghana. Now, what do? You have to go and borrow. And this year, I borrow my debt in about 250 billion. Until you 120 Fuma. 3.5 years, 130 billion. Take away the 105 billion. No, in actuality, a cow will my is around 20 billion, now 30 billion. Obey in actuality, interest ye 12 so. A cow one will my inheritance on so 50 billion crap. In Tiabana, by justified or by why as well, what cow be brave? Why they are? Where was the money? Obey. Me, I can't get me MPP. But I'm looking at the facts. The facts are maybe my argument. Answer the banner. Even policies and what you putting up to save the situation. We're facing problem with agriculture. This platform, tomatoes, also Brazil, abricos. So they have to put up measures and policies about address those problems. Industries in now collapse. And to us, okay, and set up new ID. Now grow base, oil palm industry. How long does it take for the oil palm to grow? And sana start unlike industry food, you also very I heard. As a very sugar. I could see industry, banana could do I heard. Now you need to why a white elephant. Until one sometimes, look through the policies, where they are going wrong, one right the wrong, no, they criticize that's what you loan. Be 130 billion on fine then. A car over the honor or Triano, or you scanning behind the Tria. Who factories or I am a father that Kufubuchu, so on. Kukubuchi, Moatun to for your information, Kusibuchu, Dr. Wanya is an economist or a lawyer, pure lawyer. But anybody with a discipline, with a good mind, can be Minister of Finance. You don't have to be an economist and sana. But the fact is that he's not an economist or a lawyer, pure lawyer, a unimeter, a Tamil unimeter. They all say the same law, no? Law na sana mekano. Yes, a cow to the country because you can't hear any investment. See the investment nanka return no. Return will pay off the loan. No? But the infrastructure. If you see a Nkrumah circle, a Kaswanum na all my immediate returns. Some Kofukro, loan were arranged in the turnkey project. Contractor now no already. Contractor no to see them fact or the prison of Brazil. We are Uncle Go on her Operation Car Wash, Brazil. Company no or Dupu Brazilians. No, Juma your the same thing that by Ghana. A Juma or cost by 10 cities, or rather, 50, no, politicians in nature, what is it? In the or Canada, $120 billion interest in it was here. If you are until the moratorium, I was not via study to a capital, no. The other for what I say. A cow, somebody's income. And 20 interest in our over court.
Yo, I am thank you. Now, into fire said you want to assembly to honor. Fire. All right. Fire and Simon can anytime over piano. Whatever he needs to say on that, no. Nah. Fire.
Baba.
Yeah.
Hey. Baba, it's your toe.
Yeah, so what's oh, okay. All right. So what do you mean, Kadia? Yeah, two Kappa. So what's your German Sanso?
Auntie, say, my share Abi Kutupa. What can the side of the story? It's the opinion. Indeed, but the main class or can't throw and another crack. The member fire and some car on Tina. I am a prayer Bible at 7. Jesus Christ say, so no didn't want dance here or down the throw for. And I make a quotation in Joe. Indeed, Mungo Bisa, according to the journal. Or no, but in one dance here. I don't want that best. I say, what I'm saying is right. Into the Mama Abby, who won in figures. Omra, Abby Ama, Achibobonso, won in figures, Kakra, was Omra. Friends, my body, also in figures. Says I'm proposing I cannot want here. Me and the Poby, and I, ma, producer, Poby or Ghana. 1 year in Disney, 1 year MPP. It can be even MPP, or Nimde, or that kind of natural. No offer. Papa Smari, me pesa me ye ni mo hunsem ache me wofa. Na me de be no kan sa me ka say onim. Wo kan sa pe na pesa me bufu. Say wa dwen. Papa fa wo computer no. And can I say a kind into the mama one kind? Now, what is a debt? Oh, a debt is a sum of money that you owe someone or is due you to pay. And I'm a chat no. So would you pay interest? And I'm going to Muhammad anyone interest. Go and tell the child like this. As someone can say, produce one paper. I can send you the actual Bank of Ghana or report on our debt. I can also send one paper on this. But I want you to read to our listeners what is a debt. You can't debtor. Who talk about some mutual interest rate? It is the sum that you owe or is due you to pay. That is your debt. So how do you control your what do you call my German application? That is your debt. Don't come and justify in a crime. It was for a test. I can't move for a 230. Says we are 250, 230. And now you have the bin to say the actuality. Okay, what come from actuality? Yeah.
Fire, police watches.
Papa, I want to base on this. Very important. You got 20 my people in Professor, my professor, and sir, my catcher Abby. What? Obaba, one Monday, so I'm going to repeat the same thing. No, for Canada, men so fire, my Canada, your third or fourth or fifth opinion. Minimum one dance here, me say, a car, Ghana Dini, my catcher, Mahama, Nidia or boy, when also I confirm it, if you MPP there, or be justified, you tell the MPP voice, not on this platform. Into the best. Never can't answer for. All
right.
Another person, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about the debt again.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
Man, can't you say family?
You.
I have given
that's okay. Fire is okay.
Invitation to those that I think they also know and will present different things from what North America.
All right.
But that's it.
You fire. Thank you. Mensa.
Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Minyazi. There are two types of debt. Akotazi, Wabon, at the 12 days time, come and pay. On fine interest in Wudo. They don't put interest on that loan. And Tua, no incur interest. Never another debtor, as is a project. Oh, one more. Memorandum of understanding, no. What's this interest I'm giving you? The interest rate is LIBOR plus 2% or 3% or 5%. Moratorium, 5 years, another 10 years. Repayment period, 15 years. Guarantee for payment, other sovereign or revolving bank. Oh, no, Michelle. Oh, certainly, next that 120 billion yen. Oh, or your debt, you could give a year interest also. There's interest imposed on that 120 billion. On your day, Nigeria for a gas now, or gas and yen to there was no interest on that. That one has been paid. And now to Kofa, no one cow, you or Kofa on 3 years, and 4 years went to on cow, who to any train now. A Chiokutuano, that's a debt, but there's no interest on that one. But this 120 billion, it has incurred interest. And that one was the written or spelled out in the agreement. Contract to that Chinese food now, 3 billion as a year gas, there was an interest on it. So if you are not able to pay the principal now, the interest you have to pay every month, and every 6 months, and also every year. Bank, that's why they use it.
All right.
Ghana for banks be good,
You. Mensa. Thanks for the tutorial. You better ask you better ask tutorial now. They are my Abi ano to challenge ne man no Abi ono emu aba but before I mama Abi aba no yema ye ofa Kofi Chumberima akwaba na okaka krawi a yakọ Abi eno wo wa ne champon eso abane Kofi eja Kofi o
Good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon.
Na impom to say
Nyame Adom and good spirit.
Excellent. I like the spirit that you are in. Now Ghana so to say
Ghana the usual suspects. Chaotic and chaotic and confusion everywhere, and a lot of noise. Everybody's too much noise everywhere.
Okay.
But the weather is good. The good thing here, the weather is very cool. I say autumn. I say UK or November. No, cool, very nice.
I see. And so Obika say, give us one thing you will celebrate Ghana for. What would that thing be?
Obika say celebrate Ghana.
Give us one thing for which you will celebrate Ghana for. There.
Are you talking about our entire existence?
Yeah, Ghana, the whole Ghana. One thing that you would want to celebrate Ghana for.
Well, I'll celebrate Ghana because this is the only place that is our bona fide. This is Ghana. We don't have another Ghana anywhere else. And people must have their own sovereign place of abode. So me to London for 50 years. I've sold, and so I'm not 100% British. But Ghana had I'm in my DNA, so this is what I celebrate. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a Ghanaian in my DNA.
Okay.
So me will be sure where be on paper now UK as a citizen. It was given to me conditionally. To be nobody can take away my Ghanaian citizenship. Would you now deport me from where? Into the sea? So and that is what I celebrate. I'm Ghanaian through and through in my bone, in spirit. Yes, but I cannot say the same thing about myself in UK. I'm a UK citizen, and yet the same state. I begin to say to myself, Miss UK citizenship, and yet the same as my Ghanaian citizenship. They are not the two. They are not the same.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, sir.
For the basic reasons you were born in Ghana, and I say you're Ghanaian, and that is why you celebrate Ghana.
Yeah, I celebrate it because that's what I have. That is for me that nobody can take away from me.
Okay, all right.
So for that reason, I celebrate Ghana. Ghana.
All right.
America, UK, Ghana, they can send me back to Ghana.
Okay. All right.
But Ghana government cannot send me anywhere else. I'll still be kept here. What you say?
my point.
So for that reason, yes, I celebrate Ghana. I have one place on this planet. Yeah, it's in my DNA. Yeah, nobody takes away that from me.
Okay. All right then. Thank you very much. You're for Kofi Chum.
Thank you very much, sir.
And if you had that, the other shop on memory. Na as I said, radio been so.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
Of a doom radio new year. Na we the shenable.
Yeah.
You.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You. Ofane yanko na the na opese boy ehun komo no boy ehun komo kakra na yanko abeso. Why?
Yeah, the person me home komo and exactly follow up to question only two men say the person to celebrate. Yes, I'm celebrating Ghana because it's all what I have, in spirit, in body, everywhere. But so we are not as organized as I would want it to be. It's a society full of so much confusion, and you don't even know what's going to happen today, tomorrow, and nothing seems to be working. And it bothers me. You did in 63 years. See, any part in Ghana, pensionable age, and achieve your Ghana or a pensioner. We'll call pensioner, just a win age review. And so, what will you work in life? But Ghana, you did 63 years, and Omano is still not working. And Hammy, it will probably be 30 million people, and it's full of confusion, very chaotic. Nothing works, and it is sad. And only at the hammy. I mean, we don't seem to be getting it. Every 4 years, so much noise from morning to night. Every radio station, too much noise, all about nothing. And we keep on doing the same noise making tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and so on. So, and to me, hammy. So that is my worry. That's my problem.
I see.
So I want to see, say, we wake up one day and then we've got it. Then we see and feel and see the country working as a society. Say the UK working, systems are working, systems are in place. Now, BBI is society orderliness. Britain is people are working, systems which now bus stop, timetable, who fear club as all first street, tram never fear. There's a timetable call where we are. I make sure the next, you say about Ghana have 4:15 p.m. UK more at 5:15 p.m. It be at 5:30. Train people back. It's systems are working. You can see it on your phone. And one if you are going to bus, so which is about 2-3 minutes, and then that train and our bus and our bus. Then you are moving from A to B. We be through London Bridge time. Say we be through Oxford Street time. Say it's systems, and you can see and feel it. And we are not there yet, but other countries are there, and they are using the system, enjoying it. You are enjoying it. When I'm in London, I enjoy it. When you're free London, be paying crack, Rome, Kumasia, chaos, confusion. So, this is a problem for me.
You, Wafa, what you dear show? Come. Any, assemble one that honum a depth stock as a nation. Na fire atu question ama abi na eja mensa baye so obetra no achichiri nti abi na ovia yakoyanim with other issues. Why?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Any abi oh saboko there.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good. Any football no any at once. You monitor na.
What I didn't. I was busy, so I didn't.
Okay.
What,
all right.
What is the depth stock?
Fire fire chief. And the fire. When you free ma, Abi, what address we issue no ma o.
Papa, I'm since you're 20, I'm the same.
Okay. And
What is the depth stock now?
Yeah, I want you to take us through. From maybe 2013 to today, and then categorize the debts who have accumulated for.
No. Fire, what is the desktop today?
What is the desktop? I've mentioned it. I want you to take us through.
No. What is the figure today? Because I want to give you a What is the figure today? Because
today.
Yeah, as at today. Or as at, let's see. Because
you can say about 236 or 35.
235 or 236?
Yeah.
Okay. So 36. Fire. My issue is I don't condone the rate at which we are using debt to manage ourselves. We are not emphasizing on revenue to pay the debt. The least thing we do is debt. But Fire, I'm going to disappoint you here. When NDC came to power, Kufuor left us a debt of roughly 9.5 billion cedis. Other cedis or dollars. Let's forget about the currency. Let's deal with the figures. Do you agree Kufuor left us that amount of debt? Hello?
Fire, we're muting at the end. Why?
Yeah, but do the people on this platform agree that?
Yeah, I do agree. That's right. I said the figure is right.
Okay. Then NDC left us a debt of about roughly 125. 120. Roughly 120 to 125 billion. Do you agree to that as well?
Exactly so. Why?
Okay. And this MPP has jumped or increased this 125 billion to today's figure you gave, 236 billion. Am I right?
That's right. That's exactly so. Yeah, that's the record. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is where the disappointment comes in. Fire. We are going to assume so many things. The figure jumping from 9.5 to 125 billion is equivalent to 12.84 times. 12.84 times, which is about 1,284%. They increase our debt portfolio from mega figure of 9.5 billion to 125 billion, 1,284%, or 12.84 times. Do you agree with me? I'm sitting behind my computer and I'm doing these calculations.
Where they say figures now, okay.
Okay. Compared to NDC MPP at the moment, I don't condone debt. We don't need to be using debt at the rate we are using it to do whatever we are doing because we are not generating any revenue. So on the same basis, jumping the debt from 125 billion to 236 billion is about 1.8 times. 1.8 times, which is about what? 47%. So effectively, the real increase in debts was done by the NDC. But the reason why there is deception is this. I'm using percentages to calculate this, and the percentage is showing that NDC has, they mess us up heavily with debt. And this is excluding the interest payment, the cost of the loans, and so on. If you factor all of this in, it means NDC burden us more than anything. But if we look at the values, the amounts involved, then we say NPP has more debt piled on us than NDC, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with the whole idea of debt. In accounting, when we are measuring this, we want to make a decision on things like this. We have there are two critical methods. You use the NPV, the net present value. Net present value applies values. They use the value, the quantity, the quantum. Then internal rate of return uses percentages. You understand? And we always prefer. It depends on the type of decision you want to make. It depends on the percentage you want to make, the decision you want to make. You prefer one to the other. But in this case, my conclusion is NDC burden us more with debt, with the rate of increase. Do you understand? Even if they jump the value by 0.5%, it's still more than enough. And we have not added inflation. We have not added the cost of even negotiating the loans. Do you understand? But the whole idea
Abby, can you pause?
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah.
But I don't know the type of analysis you're making.
You don't know the type of analysis I'm making.
What happened under the NDC, but you haven't given us the calculation of the MPP.
I've given it to you. 1.8 times. If you jump it from 125 to 230.
Then from the 120 to the 230, what is the percentage? Yes. You haven't mentioned that one to our listeners.
47%. No, hold on.
You see?
Yeah, 47%. No, hold on.
So which is which? The two, which one is?
No. Fire. Don't jump to conclusion. Don't jump to conclusion anyhow. Yeah. So 1.8 times or 48%. Because on absolute terms, NDC increased our loan portfolio by 117 billion. 117 billions. The NDC has increased it by 101 billion, jumping from 125 to 236, the figure you give me. And when you have to calculate the percentage, it must be based on the original figure you jump it from. Do you understand? So in comparative terms, NDC has burdened us with more debt than NPP. But my concern is we don't need to be going for loan at the rate we are going. That is my concern. And the question is, all these loans we are taking, the loans are not generating revenue. And Mr. Mensah says something right. Look, if you look at the companies Rawlings and his people came to sell, and you compare to what Margaret Thatcher did, they saw that the public sector or state-owned enterprises were not doing well because they were not efficiently managed. So she sold it for efficiency. For efficiency and for effectiveness.
Abby,
but our people...
Abby, can we finish this one before we go to Margaret Thatcher?
Okay, go on. Come on.
I specifically add this question, so let's address it. I don't know how you make your calculation anyway, but the NPP 125 billion is for a duration of 8 years. It's for a duration of 8 years.
Fire.
Then you take 120. Now listen, let me finish.
Yeah.
And you take from 120 to 230 or 236. And you're telling me that the one that has for within 3 years, and you're telling me that, and our listener that the first one overburdened the nation. Are you right?
Fire. That is why I
go back to
Fire. You are bringing complexity. I'm telling you the absolute truth. Do you understand? Unless you can tell us, you can have a clear cut that by the time NDC was in power, in 3.5 years' time, this was the loan they had. You have the information.
We are talking about debt.
We are talking about the debt they incurred during their period.
A sum total that you own. Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Whether they use it for building or to buy a car, I'm talking about debt.
Yeah. The debt portfolio.
So don't go into those areas.
Debt portfolio
we're talking about debt.
Yeah, the comparatively under both regimes, NDC has made us
one of them.
Yeah, but I'm doing the calculation. Hold on. The increase our debt portfolio. Hold on. Fire. Hold on. The increase our debt.
And look at the answers you have given me.
Fire. The increase our debt portfolio. Hold on. The increase our debt portfolio from 9.5 billion to 125 billion. What percentage is that? Over 12.84 times or 1,284%. Do the calculation yourself. Do you understand? Jumping from let's say 10 billion to 120 something billion is 12 point something times.
Yeah,
and this is for increasing it.
Let's do the 120.
And
yes.
I just want to find out from Fire. What does he want to drive at?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, let me find out. Fire. I'm say ordinary bontin tino untimi. Aha, Fire. Let's get the crack. What are you driving at?
I've been hearing depth. You and I,
you are going to different dimensions.
So we are talking about the depth we can.
You are going to different dimensions. You want me to give you the we are not talking about the impact. You understand? But we are talking about the figures.
The figures, that one. The impact, you and I were not there.
I'm there because I'm seeing if the impact has improved a lot, we will experience it. You understand? If the impact is great, we will all be experiencing it. That is why some of us complain about
that one.
I'm not saying
that's why I don't want to do things that are subjective. I just want to talk about the figures. Let's talk about the figures.
But Fire, that is not
we can talk about
telling you this thing. I'm not telling this thing from my head. I'm calculating it. So give me the right figures. The figures I know, or we fall partially. I'm working on.
Okay. All right then. Fire.
Give me your email or something. I'll send this to you.
All right. Fire.
You understand?
Abby.
So
I don't need email. The figures are there. Why do you send it to me?
Yeah. And say, I don't know. The back and forth on this issue, I don't seem to get a tail of it. Fire is talking about in absolute terms how much is being borrowed. Percentages are being giving us the increase in percentages from 9 billion to 125 million. Okay, and 125 million to 236 million. All right. We all know, say, a jump from 9 to 125 will be bigger than a jump from a year 125 to a year 236. That is in percentage wise. Okay. But when we go into the absolute, say the 5%, we all know, say, it's a huge jump. But when you use percentages, because of the base, the other one was 9, this one is 125. We all know, say, because of the changes in the base now, they measure the percentages now. It is going to be huge. I don't think, say, we should dwell so much on that. Fire now, what you two say, debt, very good, something good. The most important thing, what you use the debt for. We should be using Sikano for things that we will be able to generate income to pay. That is the bottom line. And if we are taking the money and then we take it to embark upon projects that will give us money in order to repay these debts, what is the wahala about that? And you know, say for now, the absolute figures and percentages needed. Said the more no, sa nebe will be back. Say, oh, from here to here, so from here to here. It's okay. It's okay. Fire. Your fire. Oh.
Okay. Actually, what income? I've talked about income. The finance. What is your major role? I'll talk about that one. But my pastor said, "Go for me to see more content Ghana for." But Obi na at transfer 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. Not 3 years. 10 one. I'm saying also. Deliberately, no. It doesn't want to hear 13, 14, 15, 2013, 2014, 2015.
Fire.
Accumulative. Let me finish. Let me finish. When I'll finish, I'll allow you to come. Now, when you talk about 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, let's compare the debt there. So, if I tell you overall on Swan, over 2009, up to 2016, 8 years. In your own, 820. But you confirm Muhammad Diana, 95. That 95, you know. On say, what can I say? Oh, I know it's now, you know. Didn't I say, and I am more for a voodoo. Once I say NDC, but Kufo Ebano, there was a debt there or called HEPIC. That was clear. Was that one added to it? No.
Fire. What do you mean by that one added to it?
It's on to me in the party, but we can. There was no debt. There was debt. That's why we went to HEPIC. Are you kidding me? If there was no debt, why would you go to HEPIC? That was not added to these figures. And we can't even do that comparative analysis. That's why I want us to start from 2013 to date. Now, you also wait there 3 years. Wait there 3 years. Why am I debt? I don't care about it was servicing of loan. I'm talking about debt. When it comes to the impact, it's subjective. We better say my airport. My one break. It's subjective. But the figures can never be subjective. No.
Fire. Let me tell you. Fire. Let me tell you. Even if you factor in the year.
No. You can say different things. I get your point. I get your point.
If you factor in the years, do you understand? If you include the years, NDC over 8 years, MPP over 3.5 years, the figure still NPP.
But why are you doing such an important calculation? You don't factor in the years.
But Fire, you are talking in absolute. You were talking
with such figures, and you don't want to factor in the years.
You were talking in absolute terms. Our debt now is 236 billion. Do you understand? That is what you were talking about. But I have portion who incurred what at a given point in time. Over 8 years for NDC, they increased the debt portfolio by 1.61 times. And MPP has 0.54%. Because over 3.5 years, MPP increased the debt by 5.54%. MPP 1.61%. Do you understand? And if the only thing is, if we factor in the cost of negotiating the loans, the interest costs and everything, maybe we are going to have different conclusions. But on the face of it, NDC contracted more loans than NDC.
Okay, all right.
To increase a figure from 9.5% to that amount of money, it's not. It wasn't a joke. And Fire, if you factor it in today's terms, we have to include some sort of index figures or indexation as well. Do you understand? And their stock is going to be more. So they cause a lot of waste. Then they wake up and they say infrastructure. The infrastructure is not generating any revenue.
All right. Abby, thank you very much. Now, Yentie Bogyae on this issue. We are way of our coffee chum very much. Why? And Bogyae, let's go.
This is you're talking about the death of Ghana and answer them.
That is what Fire wanted to find out. So
mutiny.
Mammy Fire the name from na fe. Ona odie ni etie. Koso.
Why be a manini free? No one home. On say asem be a car asem na. And now no episode 2 days ago platforms na me Ghana Ghana Investment Promotion Council CEO Yofi Grant na me no 101 to say national debt of Ghana no asem be mu Bank of Ghana the better say the 255 billion. Now, sadly, my mathematical, I'm a confederate on several times. 10 years, Saturday, I'm 200, 210. Now, I'm a follower because you say as of about June, July, me buy last from the buy, I had 255 billion. Now, 10 years, as a baby, and me say will be a challenge by a German Sabah or Bezo Chess as the past governments, or the one tree in the Canaan on Brunei. Makajo say, a net debt in per se. And Obo you, but the old bay any dear Wuvanya.